Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play. He'll air this one out from Mims.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Harris. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Pats have taken the early lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers nothing. Jake Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense and this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Mims. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Denzel Mims. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they...
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a run characteristic of Damien Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run with Harris. He takes this down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Gostkowski's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! It's complete. Mercedes Lewis. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Patriots 17. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Jones. On the catch, it's Crowder. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw again. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and very short, Jones. This is White on the screen. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked up. Oh, they pitched to the tight end. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert, he's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Patriots 30, Chargers 21. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Pettis now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Herbert on first down now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a give running left is Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have retaken a third-quarter lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. to throw.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 27, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On first down, it's Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
The New England Patriots were seeking a good edge rusher, and Matt Judon is now providing that, having come over from Baltimore. 30.5 sacks the last 4 years there. They expect him to get to the quarterback frequently in Patriots red and blue.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Third and long, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On the option, here's Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and
Play action. It's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 2. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Kenneth Murray, the Chargers' leading tackler, is a rookie last year, in on the stop.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And a dump off to White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down.
And he'll drop it underneath to White.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And pass to Henry is intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. There he goes, left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
Yeah, and it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
5 finds White.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now here's another carry for Harris.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But just stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more powerful.